Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko Shaves. My name is Heiko and today we're going to do another shave. We're going to compare two razors to each other, and I just last night went through all the comments of the last 2 years and created a list of comparison requests. So this is the entire list. As you can see, I already scratched one off because we already did that comparison. There are probably a few that I already did. I actually did already done ? I need to make sure that we're not redoing videos that we have already done. But I'm just going to start at the very top and work my way through. And today, on today's video, we're going to have the Yaqi Diagonal, this one here. Cute little stainless steel two-piece razor. It's very Merkur-esque as it comes apart. The two-piece variety, as a lot of Merkur razors, like the 34C, for example, are two-piece razors, just like this one here. And then the other one they wanted me to compare against it is the timeless aluminum slant. I feel like we have done quite a bit of timeless aluminum in the recent past. But this is kind of a perfect comparison because they are both slant razors. They're kind of on the semi-slant or the mild slant razor side. And they are both relatively mild razors. One is aluminum, $69 from Timeless. And let me just pull up the diagonal. Forgot to check the price, but I want to give you guys the whole 9 yards of information here. So the Timeless, if I would know how to type, the diagonal, currently on AliExpress sells for $120. That's including shipping. That's, 316L stainless steel, very good quality material. There are not really many markings on it. Here on the handle, it actually says DLC Yaqi Diagonal. It's also very, let me see, where's my 34C? Here's my 34. And Merkur does exactly the same thing. Merkur, Germany, Zoling, and then the brand logo. But this is not stainless steel. This is chrome-plated brass. And this one here is actually stainless steel. So Yaqi does something that Merkur is kind of lacking behind, making more stainless steel razor models. Apparently they do make a few. I just haven't really looked into it because, you know, as soon as you get a stainless steel from a reputable brand in Germany, it's going to be ridiculously expensive. And is the stainless steel version really better in shaving than the chrome-plated cousin? You know, that's to be determined. All right, so those two, Timeless and the Yaqi. And now we're going to find us some razor blades. Are we going to use something used or are we going to use something new? Or something blue? I don't know. Let's do... I have so many used blades hanging here and I'm always finding reasons to again use a new blade. And that is just so wasteful. But yeah, I don't have any matching ones right now. Dang it. All right, we're going to do Persona Super, made in the United States. Those are just really one of my favorite blades, and I have 100 pack of those. So we're just going to grab brand new, open up one here, just to show you guys. There you go, Persona Super. And we're going to load both razors up with that. So the the aluminum slant Timeless already was cleaned up again after the most recent shave and kind of put away and forgotten. And then I did the comparison request list and it's right at the very top. So doing it again. And then the two-piece, all the way, comes apart. Big old pins here. Very well machined. Looks good, looks great. Let's grab another Persona Super. Those blades just don't give me any tugging. There's no wax on it either. A lot of people don't like the waxy stuff that they put on there to keep the blades in the packaging. All right, and then tighten that up here at the bottom, and that's it. That way or that way, doesn't matter, right? So now to give you guys a little bit of a kick, we're going to use something that I actually really don't like. I know a lot of guys, and don't take this personally, a lot of guys like this Arko soap, and they swear by it, and it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. To me, it really smells like citronella candle from the campground. Literally, it smells like my citronella candle that I have among my camping gear. And I don't know, it's just not my favorite. I think I got a version here that is made in Turkey. There is only Turkish writing on there. It's Arko, and then it says Berber Tiras Sabunu or whatever. Unfortunately, the back is so small that unless I get a magnifying glass, I cannot really read what it says on there. There is a Germany GmbH somewhere in Berlin on here, but I don't know if that's just a distributor or if this is actually the manufacturer. You know what? For you guys, we're gonna pause. I'll snap a picture with a camera, and then I can magnify it. How about that? All right. So that's what a lot of old people do. Take a picture, and then you can zoom in on it instead of using a magnifying glass. Made in. Yeah, it doesn't say that here anywhere. That's the problem. Yeah, I can't tell you because it's not written on. Made in Turkey, right there in the middle. So we have a Turkish product here. That's great. Very international here today. So Arko from Turkey that smells like citronella candle, and Heiko doesn't like it. And don't hold it against me. It's just not my favorite. And it's been sitting here on my countertop, and it's going to be used one more time, and then it's going to go away. Same deal is what we're going to combine it with is an aftershave lotion. It's the Clubman Pinot Clubman. That's what it's called. Pinot Clubman aftershave lotion. And this stuff is really very simple. Ingredients: alcohol, water, fragrance. Ooh, I need to magnify again, guys. So the Pinot Clubman, alcohol, denatured water, fragrance, benzoyl benzoate, benzoyl salicylate, citronellol, lots of chemically sounding yellow 6 and yellow 5. So they are literally colored. They colored this to make it look like this. And yeah, don't like it. Don't like the scent. I don't like the chemicaliness of it. If this would be just alcohol and witch hazel, I would be perfectly fine with it and some fragrance in it, but they put way too much stuff in there that has no reason being in it. And so we're going to use two things that I really don't like today just to give you guys some entertainment in the process. I'm going to be complaining about it as I go along. And then we're going to use a brush that I really like. It's the Coke, I think, by Yaqi. It's a 22 millimeter brush, really nice knot, very backbony, but still very soft to the touch. I really like it a lot. My sinks are already filled. The razor blades are already in here. Aggression level wise, they should be fairly similar. And the slant, as you guys can see, the angle is fairly similar. So those two razors are lining up with each other pretty well. Let's weigh him real quick. 45 grams is the Timeless, and 82 is the Yaqi. All right, let's do it. Let's do some Paraso White pre-shave just to give the skin a chance. I have about 3 days of, now let me think. I shaved on Thursday, today's Saturday, Thursday, Friday, 2 days of growth in my face. That stuff is nice and creamy. It's the Paraso White pre-shave, very creamy. Supposedly some people use it as a post-shave as well. So aftershave, you can do that as well. I think there's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go right here into the soap container. I think that's what I did the first time around. We're just gonna get the brush wet, squeeze out some water, and then we're gonna go right on top of this little thing here in the container. And then, like I said, after that, it's gonna go somewhere else. I just don't use it. It doesn't need to sit here. It takes up space. And I have another one that smells almost the same. It's a Derby, kind of the razor blade brand Derby. And they also make a very cheap soap that even comes in it's like a cardboard packaging. And that smells almost the same. We're gonna do the same. We're gonna use it once, complain about it a lot, and then it's gonna go somewhere else. It's lathering pretty well here in my hand. I mean, we're using way too much of this stuff, I'm pretty sure. I think the brush is loaded up. I feel like I'm Sinatra Lennon. He always does that. In the container, he has like the entire handful of lather, and the brush is over full. I don't like it. Usually I scoop, but this is really a hard pug, so you can't really scoop it. You would have to put it in a mug and then lather that way, or just do it like Sinatra Lennon on his packaging here on the little plastic container. All right, here we go. Citronella candle. Very nice, very keeps the mosquitoes away while you're shaving. I'm pretty sure. If you take this camping, this would be perfect. The scent on your skin probably keeps the mosquitoes away. Maybe I will actually put it to my camping gear and then shave at the campground with it. How about that? I think I just found a use case for Arko and for Derby soap. I think the Wilkinson sword, let's verify this real quick. Here's a Wilkinson sword soap, also in one of those plastic containers. I've used it once before. Now that scent is completely different. This is actually relatively pleasant to smell. Here is the Derby, the premium barber soap. And this is also made in Turkey. Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually, smells different, but not very pleasant. Yeah, this is going to be one of those that we just have to get rid of eventually. Not worth it. So in the very beginning, when I started shaving, I was so excited about, shaving and finding new stuff and trying things that other people have tried on YouTube channels and whatnot. And so I kept buying, get this $10 soap and then this $10 soap. And someone said, this is good. And not really thinking about what I was buying. And then I ended up getting a lot of things that I really don't like from a scent perspective. And also just a long list of chemically sounding ingredients. And if you look at the ingredient list of an artisan soap like PAA, Sterling, Razor Emporium, Shannon Soaps, Ariana and Evans, they only put stuff in there that they really need to put in there. Not bad. It's not burning my skin. So some ingredients in some soaps, they give me a little bit of a tingly sensation on my skin. Arko doesn't do that. So maybe I hold on to it for camping. All right, let's do Yaqi diagonal on the right. With the grain, 2 days of growth, very mild. This is a very mild slant razor, totally beginner friendly. If you want to try out a slant razor and you're not sure, there's a little bit of noise. Very forgiving. That little thing is not going to hurt anyone. It's always a good idea to combine a mild razor like the 34C, for example, Merkur, or the DE89 or the R89 with a really sharp blade. So the sharp blade kind of compensates for lack of blade exposure, lack of blade gap. I mean, this has a little bit of a blade gap, and you can see the scalloping or this waviness of the solid bar that kind of helps a little bit with exposure to the stubble. So it actually shaves. Very good. Blade tabs on this one here are covered up on both sides, yeah? So you're not scratching your nose when you do this. Very good. So far, one side with Arko and Yaqi went well. Let's see. I mean, I have recent experience with a timeless slant aluminum. This actually has a little bit more blade gap. It's a 0.86 millimeter blade gap. They even engraved this into the base plate here. Oh, I take that back. No, it's a 0.86, yeah. It's engraved into the base plate. They put a brand logo on there and then call it Slant 0.86 millimeters. Here's a brand logo engraved in the handle. I really like the handle, the effort they put into this. Really nice. It isn't stainless steel, it's only aluminum. It's a softer material, it's easier to machine. It's less expensive than stainless steel. Sounds a little bit more tinny, it's just a lighter material. Also very mild, maybe a smidge more aggressive than the diagonal. It just has the larger blade gap. Very good. The blade tabs are also covered up here on the Timeless. And one thing the Timeless has that the Yaqi doesn't is the rounded over edges. These are pretty kind of sharp feeling, and these are a little bit more rounded over. So someone needs to take this and just polish the edges. Make them round, break the edge. Yeah, it's not terrible here on this one because the radius is pretty extreme, so when you touch your face, you're not really touching your face with those edges. But on some razor like this one here, it has a little bit less radius. The edges actually can come in contact with your skin, and if they're not rounded over, you can feel the scratching sensation. So Timeless did it right. They just forgot about this. So Yaqi, if you're watching, anyone over at Yaqi, round over the edges, please. Thank you. So by now, all the manufacturers should have gotten the memo. Heiko wants rounded edges. Yeah, now that I have the Arko on my face and I have no reaction to the soap itself, it's not too terrible. The citronella scent is just a little bit too campgroundy or public bathroom, you know, the urinal candy. It lathers really well. It's nice and creamy. No complaints on that side. All right, get the fingers clean and let's do another round. And this one is really very friendly. Friendly little slant razor. If you like mild razors, or you're always looking for mild razors, and you want a stainless steel slant, this is not bad. 120 bucks, AliExpress. Very good. And the Timeless, if you want a mild razor and you don't care what material it is made from. And this one here is domestic market. Made in Ohio by a proper machining company. So they are not just a startup razor maker, they actually make other industrial parts with their CNC machines. And they just thought it was a good idea to start making razors on the side. And I can tell you, they are putting out some great stuff. Great razors, great shave brush handles. Even their shave bowl is really nice. By the way, I don't remember who made the comment about my white shave bowl, but a very valid complaint. If I use a white shave bowl and have white lather in it, it kind of all blends together and you can't really see how well the lather is building up. And so I ordered another little shave bowl. A little bit more different color and a little bit, I like the kind of the small size so I can put it in my hand like this and, you know, lather in it. But yeah, that was a valid piece of feedback and I immediately jumped on it. I found myself another little shave bowl. We'll try it out. You will see it sooner or later here on this channel. Let's do a quick little inspection. 2 passes. The results are perfectly acceptable for the daily shave. And they're even, equal. Very good, very good. Now after 2 passes with Arko, I have a little bit of a burning sensation here in this area. And I would attribute this to the soap, because the razors, they don't hurt me. Yeah, a little bit of burning here. That might be the ingredient list, which I can't read. It's a long list. It's a industrially made product. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in there. So anyways, 2 razors, fairly similar, different material, different manufacturer, US made, Chinese made. That's all just for information. Razor blades do well. You know, the Persona Super is a really sharp blade. It doesn't give me any tugging, doesn't give me any kind of problems. It just chops it off. All right, let's rinse off. Very good, very good. It actually has quite a bit of residual slickness. Took me a little bit to wash it off. Skin is pretty happy. We're not bleeding anywhere. And now we're gonna do Pinot Clubman Aftershave Lotion. Yeah, it's flammable. And yeah, it's very powdery, very sweet in a way. Not my cup of tea. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is way too strong for me. Oh, I don't know. It smells a little bit like mothballs. So not my cup of tea. If you use this and you love this stuff, perfect. That's good for you. Just pay attention to ingredients. There's stuff, I mean, we just tried the Razor Emporium aftershave, right? It has alcohol, witch hazel, glycerin, alum, essential oils, and fragrance, and that's it. And this thing here is like 3 times as long, and it ends with, you know, hydro. I can't read it, but there is lots of yellow number 5 and yellow number 5, and yeah, just stuff that nobody needs in aftershave. It's just not good. And Arko, I had this prejudice against it, or this preconceived notion what this is going to be. I really actually don't dislike the scent all that much anymore. So maybe I have tried enough other aftershaves and soaps that now this scent, the citronella candle scent, isn't that offensive to me anymore. And yeah, I might actually make this my camping shave soap. It's pretty good. Is it in this cute little plastic container that's now completely messy on the outside from the Sinatra linen style lathering. But yeah, might make this my camping soap. It's not gonna be in any future video. I'm just gonna put it aside. It's gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, we used it twice now, I think. I persevered, and I actually don't dislike it, and the soap performs pretty well. You know, it's creamy, it's foamy, it's protective, it has enough slickness. So from that perspective, I can't fault it. It's just not my preferred scent, I guess. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the little comparison. It was requested by one of you guys. The Timeless Slant Aluminum, or Aluminum Slant, and the Yaqi Diagonal. Both razors performed admirably. They are the daily shaving razor, I would say. If you have 5, 6, 7 days of growth on your face, you probably want something a little bit more aggressive. But they are mild, they're friendly, they're very beginner friendly, I would say. So if you want your first slant razor, you can easily pick one of those. 120 bucks off of AliExpress for the Yaqi, $69 off of Timeless's webpage, and off you go. All right, that was it for today. We're gonna continue on the quest, finishing up this really long list. If you have any other requests, put them down in the comment section. If you didn't like my rant about the Arko or the Pinot Clubman, put it down below as well. Let me know that it's the greatest thing. And that's it for today. You guys take care. See you later. Bye.